Welcome to the Brad Link Podcast, your home for expert wedding planning advice. We're talking all about scary wedding mishaps and how to avoid them. Wedding days are full of beautiful moments between friends and family where every detail is planned out from the perfect dress to the decor. However, with a crowd of people and multiple vendors, anything can happen. This is yet another reason why we highly recommend hiring a day of wedding coordinator along with wedding professionals so they can take care of everything behind the scenes. Here at the Brad Link, we've compiled a list of 5 scary wedding mishaps and ways to avoid them. Scary mishap number 1 is a fire drill. Nothing is like a fire alarm to ruin the mood for your special day. While candles create a dreamy ambiance for your wedding day, it's important to make sure they're strategically placed out of harm's way. Flowers, linens, long gowns, and veils are all susceptible to a flame from candles. Choosing either LED candles or taller candle holders so they're encased in glass can help create a safer environment. Hiring a day of wedding coordinator is a good approach to make sure that all of your candles are professionally placed and somebody's watching out on your decor all during your wedding day. Mishap number 2 is falling. With many weddings that we have experienced, we've witnessed people taking a few spills on a wedding day. From the wedding party members to vendors to guests, we've seen a lot of different people fall. Making sure that cords and anything provided for power setup are taped down and wrapped neatly and out of the way is very important, especially near doorways and high traffic areas. Work with your venue on what kind of tape you're allowed to use at different places. They might not allow everything. Otherwise, you can also see your DJ or your guest taking a fall if this isn't done. With long trains on a wedding dress, it can be extra important to make sure you work with your coordinator or a selected person to hold your train as you prepare to walk down the aisle, but also make sure you talk with your coordinator about making sure the aisle is wide enough for when you walk through. That way your grand entrance is one you remember for all the good reasons. Another major scary wedding mishap that we've seen happen is family drama. If there's any drama regarding your wedding day, sometimes it's best to make the decision of who's going to be heavily participating during your wedding beforehand. You don't want super unsupportive family members to affect you on your wedding day. You might need to have a discussion with them, or they might not even need to be invited. This way, there's no issues about your ceremony beginning on time while you have to worry about unsupportive family members arriving on time or having a poor attitude or causing you some sort of drama throughout the day. If the drama doesn't have to deal with you, say maybe 2 people really dislike each other and it's really bothering you, it might be something that you need to address as well. I have seen the mother of the bride and the mother of the groom get into a fist fight at a wedding before. We have seen other family drama outside of the couple and outside of the family also get into fights or mishaps. It was like people that were cousins and uncles. So making sure that family drama isn't a part of your wedding, if it's something that's on your mind, then you probably should go ahead and address it. Scary mishap number 4 has to do with setup, and that's unlocked tables. Many of the tables used for setup on your wedding day can have legs that go, so they're flat against the table, and then also legs that pop out so it could be used as a table, but also neatly stored. So because of this, the legs need to be locked into place to make sure all of the tables for your day are sturdy. And that way, your catering or your decor, anything that's placed on the table, doesn't end up on the floor if the table crashes down. Making sure that the tables are locked is important if you're one doing the setup, but also 2, if you're the one placing the decor on the table, go ahead and make sure that the person doing the setup didn't forget to lock it. That way you know for a fact it was checked twice and every table is locked before you put something important like a wedding cake on top of it. Scary mishap number 5 is all about traffic. Research the traffic on your wedding day and make sure that the venue is going to be easy to get to and have ample parking. We've heard of a wedding before, and nobody knew that the day of the wedding the road was going to be closed down because there was a marathon taking place across the entire city. So because of that, it made it very difficult for guests to get to the wedding, along with the parking lot was no longer going to be available. Work with your local areas that can offer some traffic insight, like the venue, any news station that might have some traffic information, and also any event calendar, any community event calendar, where you can see if the traffic might have a hindrance on your wedding day. Make sure to notify guests in advance if you need to. And you could even offer something like pre-ceremony lemonade and snacks. That way, if guests need to be there early, at least they have something to do until the ceremony starts. For more information on how to avoid emergency wedding mishaps, we've got an easy emergency wedding day checklist for you, and it's just an easy download. And as always, for more expert wedding planning advice, you can follow us at The Bradley.